Hello, hello, hello. I want to speak to you, or I want to talk to you about Commonwealth Shared Scholarships. Commonwealth Shared Scholarship is open and is ongoing at present. And if you can look at the screen I'm sharing, you will discover that the closing date is on Tuesday, 9th December at 4 p.m. GMT. You know, in Nigeria, we are GMT plus one. That means in Nigeria is going to be 5 p.m., I think. So this is the best time for you to start your application. But I want to give one advice. The advice is that you should begin with university or admission, or let me say application for admission. Why is that necessary? Because you are required to upload, to submit at least one admission, if possible, unconditional admission. But even conditional admission, I think it is accepted, especially when the condition is not so tough. It's a condition that you can easily fulfill. So, I'm talking about admission. I'm advising you because you will be applying for the Commonwealth Shared Scholarship, and the form is so demanding. And if you said you must fill the form until you reach the admission stage, if you are not careful, when you apply for admission, the response will not get to you even to the closing, or let me say to the deadline of the Commonwealth Share Scholarship application. So the best thing to do is to apply for admission side by side applying for the Commonwealth Shared Scholarship, or you apply for the admission fully first, then you start filling the forms. And then for Commonwealth Share Scholarship, it is slightly different from other Commonwealth scholarships. We have a lot of Commonwealth scholarships, which we don't have time to talk about them. We are concentrating on Commonwealth Shared. Commonwealth Shared Scholarship, you have to know that it's only for master degree, and even the master degree is not any master degree of your choice. It is obtainable in United Kingdom in selected UK universities and only selected master degree programs. So you don't just pick one school or one course that you want to study and then you just apply and then you start applying for the scholarship. No. So in this page that we opened for the Commonwealth Share Scholarship, we are under how to apply. This actually is the link to the form, the application system, but let's look at other things that are going to help you. It's not by just clicking on it and start filling. Approved courses. I told you there are approved courses. So like which courses? So actually the Commonwealth Share Scholarship is structured such that the program should fall under 6 development schemes of the Commonwealth Scholarship Commission. And these are the 6 developmental schemes, just like our SDGs. They are working in line with SDGs. So under access, inclusion, and opportunity, here are programs that you can select from. So it is not just any program. Even a pastor can apply, can see Master in Theology at University of Oxford. So if that is your choice, you go to University of Oxford, you search for Master in Theology, exactly the way it is written. Maybe there is another one that is MSc in Theology. Don't apply that one. This is MST Theology, or there is another one that is MA. Don't pick that one. Please be serious, be careful, because this scholarship is so sensitive, it's highly competitive. I have to tell you the truth. So under improving population health, health system capacity, here are programs, public health and the rest, and the respective universities. So it means that if you want to go for MSc respiratory medicine, you cannot go and pick another university that the same program is there, but you have to apply for the program at University of Birmingham. Or you check another one if there is another MSc respiratory medicine from this list, then you can apply for the program in that university. Promoting innovation entrepreneurship, science and technology for development, strengthening peace and security, or peace, security and governance, strengthening resilience and response to crisis. All this, when you check, you will discover, or you concentrate, you may come across that particular program that you are eligible for that is best fit for you. So I recommend that you should take your time, you go through, you sort for the courses, and then you apply as appropriate. However, there is something you still need to know apart from just the programs. You need to get some details about the university as provided here. So come back to how to apply, and then view details of all participating UK universities. Click on it. Then you will discover that there are universities, their websites are there, and there are emails where you can let me say, if you have questions or you need more detail or some explanation, you are going to write to those or through those emails. And then they also specify the number of scholarships available. For this university, only 2. Wow. I mean, the competition may be high when it is only 2 slots. But for Bangor University, there are 8 slots. Just that you have to check more than that. For example, if Bangor University is given 8 slots, but there are 8 programs in Bangor University that are eligible, then that means each program is only given opportunity for 1 person. So you shouldn't leave the one that is having 2 slots for the one that is having 1 slot that is put together as 8. Do you understand? So, and then you read other statements that are written under those universities. This one says the university will give preference to candidates who are residents of Uganda and Kenya and work with the Wendell Trust, an NGO in this region. You are from Nigeria. I will discourage you from applying for this program. Or let me say for every program under Bangor University. And maybe you are from Kenya or Uganda, but you are not working under this NGO. I will also discourage you. Some of the universities did not give any specification. I think you can just apply from anywhere. You stand equal chance. But here is another one. London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine. The number of scholarships are 6 in number. There is an additional note here. It says, please note that MSc Public Health for Global Practice has a preference for candidates in countries where LSHTM has a unit presence or strategic partnership. And those countries are clearly listed: Uganda, the Gambia, South Africa, Tanzania, Zambia, Malawi, and India. If you are not from these countries, why should you apply for public health for global practice at London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine? I mean, your chances are going to be, somehow limited. So just apply some wisdom while you are selecting your program and university. I think this is so important, and you have to know that there are requirements that makes you to be eligible for this scholarship program. So you have to click on this applicant eligibility to check that. For example, you need to have a 2nd class upper in your first degree or a 1st class. If you have a 2nd class lower, the only condition that will be given to you is to have another postgraduate program that is going to complement that your tutu, or maybe even a master degree, although you are trying to apply for a master degree again, but that is required to make you to be qualified. And one good thing about Commonwealth scholarships, there is no age limit. So if you are facing restriction according to age from other scholarship programs, I think you should consider Commonwealth scholarships. There are various Commonwealth scholarships. As I said, we are not going into those ones today, but let me just list them. This one is Commonwealth Shared Scholarship. We have Commonwealth Scholarship and Fellowship Plan. It has a master and PhD in it, and it is closed for this year. And some people went for interview at Federal Scholarship Board. That is the Commonwealth Scholarship and Fellowship Plan. We have Queen Elizabeth Commonwealth Scholarship. We have Commonwealth Split Sites Scholarship. Is for people who are studying in their country, but they want to spend some semester or some period in at a university in the United Kingdom to conduct their research. Maybe some of the facilities in your university back in Nigeria are not sufficient enough for you to conduct your research successfully. You can apply for such opportunity, and you can also apply for, there is the last one, um, Commonwealth Distant Learning Scholarship, where you are going to study online, that is remotely. And all of them are well funded. And think about it, the name is very big. You will become an alumni of Commonwealth. I mean, it's a great thing. So even if Commonwealth is taking you to, for example, in Queen Elizabeth, Commonwealth is taking you to a country that you consider to be backward compared to Nigeria, just go there, because at the end of your program, you are having a degree, and then you join the Commonwealth alumni. It will really help you. It will upgrade your profile. So let's go back to our business for the day, Commonwealth Shared Scholarship. So another thing we will check apart from this, that I think it is very important to do at this stage that you are beginning to apply, is for you to still scroll, is still under the how to apply, is to have a look at how the form is. We have a template of the application form here. You click. So just to have a knowledge what you are expecting. This form is not small. It is not easy. You write a lot of aces. So if you didn't go through this, you may be too slow, and at the end of the day, you will discover that you have wasted too much time, and then you could not, or you couldn't catch up with the deadline. So this one is so easy, just your basic information, but somewhere here you're going to select your country. That is, if you are from Nigeria, you just select Nigeria. However, refugee can also apply. So if you are a refugee, for example, you are from Ukraine, maybe Ukraine are not eligible for Commonwealth Shared Scholarship, but because of the war going in Ukraine, you run to another country, maybe you run to Nigeria as a refugee, you can apply under Nigeria. So UK institution, I think you in Commonwealth Share Scholarship also, another thing is that you only apply to one program. So you select the institution, you select the course that you are applying for. So in the form, all these are just basic information about yourself, your address, your qualifications. You just mention them. I will recommend that you start with the most recent qualification downward. And then here, if you have studied outside Nigeria or outside your country, you have to indicate. If you have not studied outside your country, I think you can just leave the space blank. So publications, so important, but most times we would need scholarships, but we don't have some of those things that makes us to be outstanding or to compete very well for the slots. Academic publication is one of them that can help you. You can publish in journals. In fact, if you can concentrate and publish on high impact journals, or even good, you find some good conferences to attend, which after everything, your work will be published. I mean, as conference proceeding, I think it will be very good so that you can put in the publication and the document object identifier, which can be clicked to access that particular document. There's provision for up to 10 publications. So imagine you don't even have one and somebody you're competing with has up to 10. Oh my God. Well, let's assume that he's having even one or two or three and you have none, on this, or let me say in this aspect, that person is better than you. He will score more points in this aspect. So that is what it means. So it doesn't mean that you are not going to be selected if you don't have publications. You can leave them blank, and maybe you are you score high points in other segments, and you may emerge one of the successful candidates. So here, this small space provided, if there are academic distinction prizes that you ever won, you indicate them here. For example, best article, maybe best publication or best presentation during a conference, or maybe when you are graduating, you are the best student in this subject, in that subject, in this course, in that course. All those ones, you indicate them here. So don't leave out anything that is going to give you an advantage to be selected, because it's highly competitive. You don't know who and who you are competing with. There are several countries that are qualified for this scholarship. And I don't think that there are slots allotted for every country. No, I think it's a competition for everybody, equal competition. So your employment detail, if you have work experiences, you fill them in. So you come here, you need referees, up to 3 referees. Fill their name, job title, address. So and you are expected to upload at least 2 of the references out of the 3. So I advise you to contact people that can provide reference letter for you on letter-headed paper, their official letter-headed paper, so that somewhere at the end, before you submit your form, you are going to upload at least 2 out of the people that you are going to fill in here. So the first referee, they say it is your responsibility to ensure each of your referee is able to complete the reference by the deadline. Some example of referee relationship are supervisor at work. So the first referee could be somebody that you are related through work professionally. I mean, I jumped. They were all described here, okay, you are expected to provide reference from your current and most recent employer. Yes. So this is the first one, from your employer. It could be your supervisor at work. So that is what you will put here, relationship of the referee to you. Other things are just his own information, right? Then the second referee, they say your most recent academic study. So where did you school recently? Did you have a bachelor's degree recently? That is the highest qualification you have. Maybe you take your thesis supervisor. You see, you can take somebody that is supervise your bachelor's degree, or one of your lecturers. So that will be your relationship to that person. So the third person They say it can be your personal referee, just somebody that knows you maybe in your community or knows what you're doing. It can even be maybe your mentor or something. You know, you can fill in that person here. Maybe if he's your mentor, you fill in mentor here, or you just fill in personal referee. Do you understand? So if you have studied previously in the UK, then you will have 4 referees. The fourth one is there, but if you don't study in UK, forget about the fourth one. The 3 people, make sure that they give you letter on their letter-headed paper, and you will upload before submitting the form. If you cannot get the 3 of them, at least get from 2 of them. I think if you get only from 1, you are somehow disqualifying yourself. So when you come to this stage, you have to select 3 sustainable development goals that are in line with your, your plan or your planned study. Or how will I put it? What you want to achieve. For example, if it has to do with let's say AI, MSc in AI, for example, you may go for industry innovation, and infrastructure from the SDGs. The second one, you may pick something that has to do with maybe development, the third one like that. Do you understand? So you have to look for 3 themes that are in line. Then you have to write some essay here that are going to explain your developmental impact. They say an important selection criterion is potential contribution that you will make to international development if you are awarded the scholarship. Provide a developmental impact statement in 4 parts explaining. 1 here, you are told what you should put here. How your proposed study relates to development issues at global, national, and local level. Development issue connected to your choosing CAC development team. These teams here, you have to relate with what you are writing. Then the second one is the second part. Guide is given what you are going to write about same program you're going for. The third one also, guide is given, and the number of words up to 100 words, 200 words, up to 250 words. This one up to 100 words. So at least, or let me say, is it at most now? Yeah, they say 100 words, but you can see in the space provided, I think even 4,000 words or so can go in, maybe 4,000 words or 4,000 characters. But don't write unnecessarily plenty unless you are sure of what you are writing. You can just provide the number of words that are indicated here. It doesn't have to be precise. It must not be mechanically accurate, but within that range. So you will write a lot. You write a lot. Here is another category where you write the objectives during the award. When you will be in UK, what are your objectives? What are your approaches that will make you to gain the knowledge you are expecting so that you bring back home and impact? Then career plan in 5 years. What is your projection? What is your plan? After the study? 250 word long-term career plan, like after 5 years, where do you find yourself, or where you are, or are you thinking that you will be after this program, after 5 years or so? So you must project. So that is why I told you that this form, you have to be very careful. You feel, you save, you feel, you save, you come back to it again, log in, you continue. So here is about the admission. So if you apply admission and you are given university application number, you put it in here. That is why I'm telling you, start from applying for admission. So study outline, you have to give them the study outline here. Everything is given to you here to guide you. Detailed study plan, you have to give up to 300 words. detail, and there are guides here why you have chosen the proposed course and university and why you want to undertake this study in UK. You have to say it. What it is that you are looking for in the course and how you are choosing courses relate to your objectives. Any dissertation topic you have in mind, all those things you give, and the keywords, maybe keywords that are related to the research you want to do. For example, if you want to research on, let's say, industrial application of force sensing robot grippers, your keyword can be robot grippers, force sensor, industrial application, something like that. So then you write a lot. I mean, you write a lot. Personal statement. Write your personal statement here based on this guide. Then voluntary and leadership experience. You have to write here. Commonwealth scholarships recognize your leadership experience. Have you done anything in your immediate community, especially something that is voluntary? I mean, any community service that you have done or you are still doing. What is the evidence you can provide about it? Discuss about it here. They are going to verify definitely. And even if it is not your local community, maybe internationally, you can mention it. So this is the checklist. How did you find out about the scholarship? You got all these ones are simple things. You just click them. When you read this stage, you know that you are about to finish, and you have to tell them that you really need their support by telling them your standard of living and everything, you know. So, and then, I mean, Commonwealth Share Scholarship, I think it is not given to people who have studied in countries that are considerably high income countries. I don't know, but the other Commonwealth Scholarship, there is no specification like that. So that means if I earn my first degree, for example, in a high income country, which one? Let me say in America, I may find it difficult to be picked or selected for this Commonwealth Share Scholarship. But maybe in Nigeria also, yeah, you can succeed. So what else? So these are just other things. They are not so difficult. Your residence and the rest, you know. Like that, like that. So here, these are the things, the documents you're going to upload. Your passport. So this is your international passport as PDF. Even the capacity is given, the maximum capacity. Say all files must be no more than 10 MB in size. There are up to 5 categories of files. Let's say 2 MB is okay, but some may be less than 2 MB, so some may be higher, but total, if it is more than 10 MB, you will try to submit, the form will not be submitted. So you should go back and resize your document in that case. This is just the data page of your international passport. You scan, you scan it and you upload your transcript. If you have studied in even multiple higher institutions already, you make sure you match all of them in one PDF file and upload. Don't upload separately, because the next one you are uploading will substitute the one you have already uploaded. Degree certificates, you all put them also as one PDF file and upload. University offer letter, when you have the admission letter, maybe in one university or even more, yes, then you can put them as one PDF file and upload. References, the reference letters that you collect from your referees, you also put them in one PDF file and upload. Then you are done. You just wait for the good news to be called that you are nominated or selected, and you follow the further instructions. I think I've spoken a lot, and I encourage you to invite other people to join our platform, the Informed Generation Technology, IGT. We want to see more people benefiting. We only have 1.1K that is around 1,100 members or followers at present. Please kindly invite more people, refer more people to our platform, and then you can ask any question about this scholarship under the comment section. Thank you. I wish you all the best. I will be very happy. I will be very proud to celebrate with you, to share your testimony when you win. From me to you is goodbye and best of luck.